Hey there Magic One, Bronya here. Welcome to your end of year tarot reading. In this reading we're going to look at the general energies for October, November and December. We'll then move into detailed spreads, one for work, career, finance and one for love and relationships. I will also timestamp those down below. If you are wondering what 2023 holds for you, the doors are now open for my year ahead personal tarot readings. The first link down below will take you to a page on my website where you can learn all about that. For now, I am just wishing you so much love and magic for the rest of the year. Let's head to your reading. Gemini, let's jump straight in with your general energies. I'm going to pull a card from the Moonchild Tarot for each of October, November and December 2022, and then we are going to clarify those and read the positions for you. Oh, we have actually got the Tower for your October here, Gemini. Okay. Likely a lot of profound change going on. I have got the Moon. Wow, 2 from 2 major arcana. That's a Pisces Cancer connection for me. That is your November. Closing out the year. Oh, I've got the 2 of Cups. Beautiful energy. Okay, well, let's read these and we'll clarify as we go. So Gemini, you've got the Tower here in your October. Now, the Tower is really a card of sudden change, and it really indicates that something in your life may actually be completing. Now, the Tower can be a big event that literally removes something from your life. Now, it can be sometimes a big epiphany, or it can be the universe conspiring with you to actually remove something from your life, Gemini, that is no longer in alignment for you. So the towers in our lives are, our relationships, our jobs, they can be our belief systems and things like that. And it's saying here, Gemini, that in the foundation of one of those areas for you, there is something that is unsteady, unstable. Okay, here we go. It is relationship. I wanted to check in on that. So it feels like there is a relationship in October that you're experiencing instability within. Now, this could be in a personal relationship, a professional relationship, romantic, friendship, even a family connection. You will know what resonates for you. So it feels like there is something in this relationship that really isn't stable. Maybe you're just not seeing eye to eye. Maybe you have different pictures for the vision, for the future vision. It really feels that this may be coming to some kind of end or some kind of change. Now, generally with the Tower, Gemini, we're encouraged not to try and patch it up, right? Otherwise we go around for another cycle and we end back up at a falling tower because we haven't fixed the foundation. Okay, so generally we release it so that we can lay a new foundation, maybe on which to build a new connection. I've got 2 of Cups here in your December. So when we get to the love energies, it will be very interesting to see what comes through here. So the Tower really is an act of grace from the universe, love and grace, to remove from your life what you may have outgrown, what is no longer in alignment for you, so that you can really start a fresh new cycle. It can feel chaotic, and really can feel that your life is literally breaking down, so that you can then break through, so that you can then build, so that you can then recreate from that place. Okay, Gemini, we have got the Moon with the Page of Wands in your November, and I really love seeing the Page of Wands here. Okay, so the Moon can indicate that there might be a period of trying to find your way in November. Now, if you have gone through a Tower moment in October, that is very natural, that you might be kind of wondering, well, what's next? Sometimes we can experience some anxieties that do arise when we have created a space in our lives, or when a situation comes to an end, because we're wondering what's next. Sometimes we think we'll never, find a situation like that again. But the Moon says that, really what has unfolded for you is a hidden blessing, okay, and that path forward will be illuminated. There might be a period in November where you're feeling a little bit in the desert, right? You might be feeling a little bit alone, or that you're really wondering, where's the new path? Where's the new opportunity? But you could receive some positive news in November. The Page of Wands can be associated with good news that leads you to a new adventure, to a new chapter of growth, or maybe even to new passion, okay? The Two of Cups is in your December. So this could be quite a sliding doors moment in terms of, you know, connection for you. You know, sometimes people come in quite quickly, you know, after a Tower moment. It can be surprising. So that's what I see there. And there could be a lot of the deeper emotional processing happening in that month of November for you, Gemini. The moon is associated with, you know, our shadow side, with our subconscious, and working through those aspects. Yeah, but the Page of Wands, some kind of new opportunity, good news, or connection made is what I'm feeling. And then in December, we have the Two of Cups with the Eight of Cups. Okay, well, you know, the Eight of Cups here, I think, is you really, really getting clear, Gemini, that, you know, you had to leave that behind in order to get to your Ten of Cups. Okay, I think this is the foreshadowing that, you know, I think it all makes sense by December. Okay, we've had a partnership, a connection, maybe a relationship that we've had to leave behind, and in December you are really clear that that was not completing the picture for you, and you're really on the quest to find not only the Ninth Cup, but the 10th cup, a wish fulfilled, a beautiful, best life, blessed life. And I do feel that there is the potential that you start meeting those people, or those people come into your realm that just might be, you know, meet that criteria. But just the word of caution here is that, you know, if somebody comes in, you know, and they're not in alignment with those values, right, with everything that made the Tower come in, then you're being encouraged to keep on your journey, keep on your quest, keep on your search, because, you know, it's not about filling that void of not having somebody, just with somebody that comes in, or somebody that might be attractive, or someone that you might have energy or chemistry with, but you're really, really wanting, Gemini, you know, you are really, really seeking that full picture, okay, the Ten of Cups, someone that is longevity with, someone that you can build a life with. So that's the general energies for you. It does seem that there is a focus on love relationships and partnerships for you. So let's look into your focus areas now. Okay, Gemini, let's look at money, career, business, finance here. Now, your lead tarot energy is the Knight of Wands. This is a Sagittarian energy for me. Now, this is really associated with moving on, moving forward, progress, progression, and new potential. So it feels like you may have been working really hard, I think, towards maybe a financial goal or financial recovery, and it feels like you are going to make progress towards the end of the year here. The Moonology card is the full moon in Capricorn. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. And it's interesting because the Capricorn energy is the energy of the devil in the major arcana. I also have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is the card of Capricorn in the minor arcana. And of course, the devil, when it comes to work, career, finance, can be associated with debt situations, or where we might have been overspending or overstretching. In terms of a work situation, it can be where we've been feeling a little bit out of power, okay? Maybe not being able to ask for what we want, or, you know, working really hard and feeling like we're spinning our wheels and being on the treadmill. But with the Knight of Wands here, it feels like there is a pathway out of that, and that there are a few sort of tweaks that you can make, you know, mentally and in your energy that will really move you ahead here. One of those things that, you know, you may need to do that is coming through is blocking out distractions, okay? I think it's linking into that Eight of Swords. I'll read this one out to you. It says, Gemini, your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So coming back to that devil energy, it can be, the illusions, it can be, it can be quite a tempting energy. It can be the energy of temptation. And before we know it, our energy is going in a different direction and not into getting us ahead, or, we've overspent, overstretched in some way. So this is a time to get really, really laser focused towards the end of the year. And if you do so, Gemini, it really feels that there is an element of recovery for you, and at least, setting the stage for 2023 to be a lot more, lucrative for you in terms of your finances and in terms of moving towards your goal. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. And this is really a time to really apply yourself and put the work in. There might be some hard work ahead for, the rest of the year, October, November, December, but it will pay off. The Queen of Pentacles plus the Three of Cups that we have in the reading is about seed planting, okay? And if you, plant those right seeds, you are going to grow the crops, okay? You are going to reap the fruits of your labors. But we want to make sure that we're not just, planting any old seeds. We have to get super intentional here, Gemini, that, you know where you want to go. You know what your goal is in terms of how much money you might want to save before the end of the year, or where you want to position yourself in your business or your job. And you are directly focusing your attention in those places without distractions. And that is how you actually expand in those areas and manifest and reach that goal. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's the card of Capricorn. And I always say when she shows up in a reading, Gemini, she's danced with the devil, refocused her energy. She's planting those seeds, and because of that, she's actually growing abundance. So I feel that you have the real ability to recover financially, to get back on your feet, but it is going to require some mental focus, okay? So we've got the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands in your challenge position. The mind is one of the things that you'll need to really keep focused here, Gemini. Now, you are a very intellectual sign, and that's great, but when it's in its out of balance state, you can be really driven by and over-identifying with your thoughts, okay? And when we do that, we can feel like they are our truth when in fact, they aren't always. So stay out of the mental overwhelm, stay out of the negative thought spirals. That's going to be really important for you. This is a time to really drop into the heart and be guided by your intuition, and so that you can really connect with your higher self here as well. Again, I'm seeing in the Eight of Swords somebody who is, blocking out the external distractions, like less time on the phone. We are going to be coming into, the end of year celebration. So just making sure that, you go to the ones that you really want to, but maybe not all of them, using your time and energy and harnessing that for yourself. Northern Hemisphere people, you are coming into, your winter, and that is a time for you to reflect, go inwards, to hibernate, to conserve energy, so that when you get to the spring, you can really burst forth, okay? It's about you really saving your energy and slowly but surely, working towards your goals. Southern Hemisphere people, yes, we're coming into summer, and we have to be, mindful, to balance our energy as well here and not burn out. So with the King of Wands, the advice here is to be really discerning about where money's going, about where time's going, about where energy is going, and that is going to be how you empower yourself here. This is a Leo energy. It's about having strength, courage, and determination to get out of this tough cycle and really, and really expand here. So there could also be pressure that is being applied by a boss, mentor, or manager or leader here with the King of Wands as well, that might be playing into that stress again. Even though you might have to follow their advice, in some ways, if that is coming through with a negative edge, we might have to sort of block that out as well, or reframe it in our mind. So that's something to be mindful of here. Okay, in the advice, I've got 5 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, actually. It's called perspective. Now, there may have been a time where you have had less money, okay? It's even possible that, you know, coming into this quarter of the year, that there was a shift in your job or change in your job, a loss of a job or something like that. Because the 5 of Pentacles is this feeling, Gemini, where we don't have enough resources, or we're feeling, you know, a little bit alone in that, okay, and we can be in the energy of lack. Now, the Hanged Man is asking you to take a different viewpoint on that and realize that, you know, you are in a process of recovery here. So try not to spiral into that feeling of being without, or that's the energy that we put out there into the world. And being a magnetic, energetic universe, Gemini, that is what we will get more of. So it's going to be, this is about you being the master of your mental game, you know, for the last part of 2022. Otherwise, there is a feeling here of staying stuck, okay? The Hanged Man can be, you know, where we're feeling suspended, or we're feeling like we can't move forward. Same with the 8 of Swords. And yet your lead tarot energy is the Knight of Wands, the energy that really wants to push through. But what is going to keep you stuck will be the energy of the mind, and you will need to reframe that when you catch yourself here, Gemini. The outcome is the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, it's not going to be without its stress, without its worry, but the 3 of Cups says, you know, you are going to be celebrating at the end of this year. You might have to work really hard on feeling, but it will pay off if you can do that with your laser focus. What you have been working towards, what you have been focusing on, will really grow and expand. The 3 of Cups is the energy of the harvest, okay? So I feel that over this 3-month period, you have the possibility to actually have this, you know, resulting in whatever you're trying to create, like whether you're trying to move towards a savings plan, or you know, you're saving for, you know, an important holiday, or you're trying to go to the next level in your career. By the end of the year, you can, you know, you can be seeing the results of that. But, you know, there is also still that energy of the mental worry, which you will have to keep under control here, Gemini. The Hierophant, wow, beautiful Taurus energy. It is saying have faith here, Gemini. Have faith, keep going, and you really have to commit to the process with the Hierophant. It's really about, you know, being all in, really applying yourself. And this is a really, really important point of change for you in work, career, finance. We've got 2 number 5s. For me, it's the action that you take now that's going to determine the 10 that you get to. And you want to get to 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, not a 10 of Swords, okay, where we've run out of energy and we actually have to pull out of the process. If you follow this process, if you block out the distractions, if you put your energy in the right place, you can end a tough cycle here, Gemini, and really be moving on to your new frontier. Okay, Gemini, this is your spread for love. Okay, so we saw in the general energies that in October you potentially were going to have a tower moment relating to a partnership, and we ended those general energies on the 2 of Cups, and then we have it in the reading here at the end. You can't make this up. Look, I feel that love and relationships do rebalance for you this year, okay? I feel that you were dealing with somebody pretty unreasonable with that tower moment. Now, for many of you, this would have been a longer term partnership, okay? But I'm feeling that maybe you were dealing with someone who was unhealthy, which means there might be a bit of a period of time where there is reflection, healing, and rebalancing to really, you know, work through before, you know, somebody else really comes in for the long term. So the Six of Pentacles is your lead energy. Now, it's an energy of that rebalance, but it also indicates to me that I feel you were dealing with somebody, you know, in October, or when that came to a head, with somebody who might have been giving you like just enough to keep you there, right? But they just were not invested in this situation. I do have some strong kind of, you know, manipulation or codependent or narcissist vibes here, because I've got the Devil, the Five of Swords in the reading now as well. So I think coming back to that Tower, that is the universe conspiring with you for a reason, Gemini, to really free you and liberate you so you can find a divine love moving forward. And please do keep in mind that you are good enough. That makes so much sense now, that full moon and Virgo energy coming through. That was all them and all their stuff, and you really don't need to take that on, and you don't need to carry it with you, Gemini. But I feel that you will have to do some work to transmute out, you know, all of that energy that you may have absorbed from that person. Now, you are extraordinary, okay? It says there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Yeah, maybe they tried to shut you down in some way or diminish you, but this is your time to shine, right? We've got the Sun energy here. We've got your minor arcana, the Knight of Swords. So I think that this is really a journey back to yourself beyond this partnership, where, you know, you're really going to be reconnecting with, you know, with your own light and, you know, your own truth here. So the situation is the Sun with the Devil. It's called oppression in this deck, and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, it's very clear to me that you are releasing a toxic partnership, okay? That the energy is there for October, but it might not be until, you know, some period in that October, November, December that you actually like finalize that. It's Devil energy, okay? It's unreasonable energy. It's somebody who might be argumentative, irrational, so do tread carefully with this. But with your minor arcana here, the Knight of Swords, Gemini, it really feels that, you know, you are the one that's going to come into power here, but you may also be the one that needs to take action and hold your boundary. What's on offer for you beyond this situation is a rebirth and a new chapter. The Sun energy, you know, it really comes in when we have overcome a really, really major obstacle, and it says that the future is so much brighter beyond this situation, okay? In the challenge though, I've got the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords, okay? I feel like this person is not going to go with ease and grace. They may put up a bit of a fight. They may come through with harsh words. They might just try and, engage in defamation, or, you know what people get. It's coming from a place of hurt, okay? So just make sure that you don't engage with that, because the Five of Swords says that there are no winners in that behavior, and it's really about you pulling back your energy entirely. And that is actually the best thing you can do here, because you're not fueling the fire, and they want the fight, okay? They want the fight. Your victory, Ace of Swords, is in just going your own way and cutting this off and not giving them the attention that they may still be craving, okay? Because if they're a narcissist, they will be feeding off that, feeding off the energy and feeding off your pain. So Ace of Swords, you know, create the boundary, cut it off, it's done. I'm going my own way now, and, you know, really wanting to move towards the light. Okay, so your advice in love, relationships, Seven of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. I think there's going to be an reevaluation period for you, where you might be really looking at this and how it fell out of balance, how you attracted it in the first place. And I also think that's going to lead you to a bit of a healing journey. The Queen of Cups is about emotional balance and stability, reconnecting with your heart energy, which you may have blocked, Gemini, during this process, because it may not have been safe for you to really be in your vulnerability in this situation. So there could be some work that you're wanting to do. The Queen of Cups can be a strong sort of counselor or therapist vibe, or just, you know, watching a lot of positive material on YouTube, really filling your cup with positive energy, and maybe doing some practices to let go, like some emotional release therapies or some energy healing, you know, just to move this energy out of you. And then we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Swords. I just feel that there will be new partnerships around you sooner rather than later. And that's why it's important, Gemini, to get in that healthy place, because we don't want to be carrying that energy, right, from the past if we are actually wanting to attract a partner. Otherwise, we can bring in somebody with a similar energy imprint. Okay, so the healing work is important because I do feel that there are other energies around you. Like I said, we're coming into end of year celebrations and holidays, and we often meet people during those times. If somebody comes in with a Four of Swords, it's telling you just to chill on it, take it slowly. You are still going through a healing period, and you know, maybe build a friendship, get to know them. It takes a while to get to know somebody's energy, okay? Because they can often put that best foot forward with us, you know, and we can be swept away by other things like chemistry and attraction. And, you know, we can miss those red flags. So the Page of Swords, yeah, beautiful. New energy is coming in, and it's in December that you really start to feel that you're changing, that you're healing, that you're coming out of this. Potentially there's somebody new coming your way. And I just ask you to, you know, to take that slowly and just continue on your healing process here. But I think by December, you're coming into balance. You're coming out of that tower moment. You're beginning to see the light, beginning to feel healed, and you're going to be entering 2023 with a sense of rebirth here. So that is your love component. I hope you enjoyed that, Gemini. So Gemini, that is your end of year 2022 tarot reading, where we have looked into the energies for October, November, December in terms of work, money, career, and love. I am wishing you all the best for the end of the year. If you did want to explore what 2023 may hold for you, remember the first link down below will take you to my website where you can check out that offering. And I'm just wishing you so much love and magic for the rest of your year. Do take care, Gemini. Bye for now.